kind of mindset, the right mindsets to have when it comes to learning and speaking English?
I would say there's mainly two big categories for the mindsets. One is a growth mindset, and that it's a process, that their change is possible on a daily basis, through taking action, through kind of through learning and practicing, versus a static, fixed mindset, which tends to believe that, well, I wasn't born with the language gene, so therefore this is impossible for me. I don't have that lifestyle. I don't have that background. There's a tendency to kind of think that this is going to be impossible on a permanent basis, and therefore excuses can come up quite frequently. And it's not necessarily about silencing those excuses, because it is a little bit of a whack-a-mole. You find one excuse, you try to suppress it, another one will come up, or two will come up for each one that you try to suppress. So you want to take action and give yourself some results and see some metrics where maybe on today I couldn't, or this is what I'm capable of today, and then see if you attempt it again tomorrow, and encourage yourself to look for the positive small improvements. It doesn't have to be dramatic changes. Look for the small wins, look for those small wins and embrace them. Give yourself permission to make these mistakes, because if we do a lot of theoretical studies, like just reading, grammar, listening, and not taking enough action, we tend to procrastinate and then expect that the next time I go to speak or write, it's going to have to be perfect because I spent so much time on this theory. We need to kind of bring things lower the threshold, lower this bar that we're expecting for the performance. And
I think it's that expectation.
Definitely, the expectation.
Jonathan, you touch upon a point that I wanted to address here. A lot of people feel like after they reach a certain age, or when they start learning English at a certain age, past that age where the researchers say that that you can't really learn a language, I guess there's that misconception. People think like, oh, because I'm old, I'm not like a kid, so it's hard for me to learn, and then they have a lot of reasons for why they can't, with, like you said, like life gets in the way, or financial reasons, or whatever. What do you think about that misconception that people have, and like do you have anything to say to the people who have those kind of mentality?
It's never too late. I would lump together language learning with any other life skills that people attempt to learn: painting, gardening, cooking, anything that they decide to do when they get a little bit older, or they wait until retirement or something. I mean, if you go to that extreme, it's never too late. And I think I've made at least one small video with my daughter where I purposely made some, like, I had her speaking in the background saying like, "Daddy, you're not going to become a professional chef. Why are you cooking?" Or, "You're not going to be a professional athlete. Why are you exercising?" Or, "You're not going to be a published writer. Why are you journaling?" And just to confront this expectation of, well, it's never too old to learn a language. And there are people, and with their families and their backgrounds, they might be like, well, you're never going to become fluent, so why do you even bother? And that's something that a lot of people can confront sometimes, where you have a negative environment, or you might have people in your kind of group of close friends or family that are testing you and asking about your motivation. And we don't exactly say those same things of, why are you going to the gym? You're not going to be a professional athlete. We don't have those expectations for other things. So I think for language learning, it's important to remind ourselves, like, I enjoy this. This is a life skill that it's useful to be able to speak another language. I'd rather have that tool, I'd rather have a sharpened, ready to go knife than something that's rusty and that I never use. So just maintain it and have it ready. I never know when it might come up necessary.